loaded so you can return to your ideal weight. This is the solution that will give forgetful her memory back. This is the solution that will give all dried up her zest for love and life. Natural, bioidentical hormones are the solution, and I will explain how you can achieve these results and experience the dramatic turnaround for yourself. If you bought this audiobook and you want the promise of the title, I'll show you how to get it. Slim and sexy forever. That's exactly what you can have if you follow the advice I've collected from cutting-edge doctors and professionals I've been working with for the past decade. When you understand the science of summer size and the science behind our hormonal system, you'll see how the combination of this weight loss program with natural replacement of lost hormones will deliver the promise so you can live out your years looking and feeling your best. This program is the only one that specifically addresses the needs of those wanting to lose weight in the second half of life. If your hormones are out of balance, no weight loss program will work for you. You can starve yourself and exercise all day, but you'll still not get results unless you first balance your hormones. This passage of life takes work, but the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. I have a plan of attack for you, and it works. The first phase is to balance your hormones. For women, this begins during perimenopause, anytime from your mid-30s to your late 40s. For men, it occurs in andropause, around ages 40 to 55. I'll outline the symptoms you can expect so they don't come as a surprise to you. As I've explained, if they catch you off guard, you'll experience an array of nasty symptoms that will sabotage your physical and emotional well-being, including your figure. With this information, you'll be ahead of the curve. In Slim and Sexy Forever, you'll learn all about the importance of natural bioidentical hormone replacement, or as I like to call it, my happy pills. Many people are scared when they hear about hormone replacement therapy. They think of the medical studies citing increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Well, these studies were all done with synthetic hormones. Please, do not confuse these drugs prescribed by doctors around the country with the natural bioidentical hormones that I'm suggesting. Again, natural bioidentical hormones actually replace the lost hormones we lose in the aging process. Synthetic hormones treat only the symptoms, and even at that, they only treat some of the symptoms. Your hot flashes may get a little better, but good luck getting rid of that pear-shaped body with synthetic hormone replacement. You must actually replace the lost hormones and treat the root of the problem rather than addressing only the symptoms. The second phase is to balance your diet. This is the summer size piece of the puzzle to lose the extra weight and maintain your ideal body composition for life. It's worked for countless people. In fact, an estimated 10 million people are following this program with astounding results. 10 million people can't be wrong. This eating program gets back to basics. It's based on real food, the way our mothers used to prepare food before we had convenience items like TV dinners and fast food restaurants. You simply buy fresh produce, dairy products, meat, poultry, and seafood, and you're on your way. In addition, you'll learn about good carbohydrates in their whole grain form that must be included in your daily menus to experience results that'll have you looking good from the inside out. After years of research, I can tell you this 1-2 punch will eliminate the problem. Slim, that's the summer size piece. Sexy, that's the hormone replacement piece. Put them together, and you have one happy, slim, and extremely healthy individual. I've been talking and writing about summer size for years, and I introduced my philosophy on hormone replacement for the first time in the sexy years. But never before have I combined these two topics to tackle weight loss and health for the second half of life. If you've been struggling with your weight and feeling run down and don't know why, this audiobook could change your life. For men and women who are still making a full complement of hormones, you will not need to balance your hormones just now. Summer size will be enough to keep you looking and feeling your best. That being said, if you think you're too young to be experiencing hormonal loss, you may be surprised to hear that many women and men as young as in their 30s experience loss of hormones that can nullify the effects of any weight loss program. If you assume that you'll start losing your hormones years, even decades down the road, you need to pay particular attention to the amount of stress in your life which can lower hormone levels and thrust you into this phase much sooner than you anticipate. Stress has long been considered the culprit in several medical conditions, especially heart health. In this audiobook, you'll learn how it can affect your hormones, which affect your weight and keep you from achieving your goals. For those of you who are familiar with my weight loss program, you know that I've always included whole grain carbohydrates as a vital part of summer size. Now I feel this information is more important than ever. The low-carb movement has exploded in this country. Much of it's good because people now understand the importance of eliminating sugar and refined carbohydrates like white flour and white rice from our diets. What's not good is that going too low in carbohydrates for extended periods of time creates a different type of hormonal imbalance that will also disrupt your weight loss. You see, this is a relatively new phenomena, and I'll explain the importance of including whole grain carbohydrates to achieve a balanced diet and balanced hormones. One word that means a lot to dieters is plateau. Unfortunately, even summersizers experience this stall in weight loss. You will hear important information about why your body will try to keep you from shedding the pounds and how you can get over the hump and get back on your way to steady weight loss. Also, you'll learn about the important role that carbohydrates play in getting through this phase. After a decade of summer size, we've seen a phenomena of people who go too low in carbohydrates and end up creating hormonal imbalance by virtually eliminating this food group. That is not how summer size was designed and not how I recommend you follow it. But sometimes people will stay away from even the whole grain carbohydrates and end up without a balanced diet. This can lead to hormonal imbalance, and as you'll learn, hormonal imbalance always leads to weight gain. At first, dieters achieve great results by cutting those carbs, but in time the weight loss stalls and they hit that dreaded plateau. In Slim and Sexy Forever, I'll show you how to push past those plateaus and reach your goal weight. You may be surprised to hear this, but actually adding a limited portion of carbohydrates to your protein meals could be the solution for you. This is new information to summersizers, and it's fascinating. It's so wonderful to add some carbs with your protein meals. The key is not overdoing it, and I'll show you how to make this adjustment with the proper proportions of food. In addition, you'll learn how important it is to include the right type of carbohydrates in your diet to correct hormonal imbalances created by stress. I'll cover the connection between adrenals and cortisol and show you the science behind this stress syndrome and how it can wreak havoc on your entire system. We are all so overstressed, yet I don't think we realize how that stress damages our bodies. We hear about heart disease in relation to stress, yet we continue with our daily grind until the moment we drop dead of a heart attack. With heart disease as the #1 killer of women, we need to listen up. When stress is abundant in our lives, we throw two major hormones out of whack: our adrenals and our cortisol. For those of us with a to-do list, that's most of us, that goes from here to China, we are running on overload. The constant rush from here to there maxes out our adrenals and our stress hormone cortisol. The result? The cortisol makes us gain weight. Not fun. Then we reach adrenal burnout. Really not fun. When it hits, it's like falling off the cliff. You just can't move anymore. Not only do you lose your energy, but you can really pack on the pounds as well. I have burnt myself out several times in my career, and it's a process to get back to that place of balance. From a diet perspective, you'll learn how adding the carbohydrate back to our meals is one of the ways we heal from adrenal burnout. This is just another way in which I'm updating the information on the importance of carbohydrates. Oh yeah, I even enjoy an occasional small potato with my steak. You see, slowly your energy comes back and the weight begins to fall off. All of this information could not come at a better time. Obesity will soon overtake cigarette smoking as the #1 preventable cause of death in this country. Think about the severity of that. Poor diet and lack of exercise is now more dangerous than smoking cigarettes. That is simply astounding. This problem is out of hand, and we must get control of the situation. After I show you how to balance your hormones, I'll show you how to lose weight in level 1 by controlling your insulin levels. This means eliminating sugar in the foods the body converts to sugar. Then I'll teach you to enjoy protein, healthy fats, whole grain carbs, fruits, and vegetables in a way that reprograms your metabolism to burn fat. The results are fast and astounding. In level 2, I'll show you how to keep the weight off for good by sharing with you a maintenance program that works for life. In this section, I'll share important scientific information about the dangers of eliminating carbohydrates for extended periods of time, and how once your system is balanced, you must add healthy carbs back to your protein meals to maintain that weight loss forever. The good news, once again, is that it means you even get to have some carbs with your meals again. Okay, not every meal, but this Irish girl couldn't be happier to bring back my old friend, the potato. So many have had great success with my program. People often ask me how it differs from others on the market. Typically, I don't get lumped in with low-carb programs since mine includes whole grains. Here's the major difference. This program is specifically designed for dealing with weight loss in the second half of life. This is for baby boomers. Our weight loss needs are different from our younger counterparts. I remember when I was young, I could go on any diet and lose as much as I wanted and fast. A special party was coming up for the weekend, I'd say, I'm going to lose 5